cause, making truth clear. So this is a Virgo zodiac sign reading just to see what energies the zodiac sign of Virgo is in. If you have Virgo placements, heavy mercurial placements, or you're a Virgo, this reading is for you. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I'm getting blah energy. Light as a feather, stiff as a board. You feel like a newscaster. Okay? You feel like basically you're on autopilot. Okay? I feel like you're okay. Okay. And you're just bored. That's what I see. You're bored. Let me get one of these right things. Y'all possibly looking for excitement? All right. Y'all looking for a side piece? Or some form of side hobby? Okay? To find some form of scoop or some form of boost, a pick-me-up. Okay? Y'all know what this spoon for. We don't even have to go with it's already understood. You trying to lock in on some new form of sport like this, you know? And it's cool. But don't use or don't take your boredom lightly. Okay? You possibly is supposed to be working on something. Okay? Mm-hmm. Let me put my walls up. Or your walls are possibly up at this time, collective. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see. Virgo. Y'all really down to earth. So I'm going to start with the real life pack. Just to make it a little exciting. Okay. I'm going to have to get on the floor for this reading. So I can be grounded. Okay. This is a Virgo reading. Welcome to the live. Okay. You can survive in the coldest conditions. And time reflecting who you are because people see you as someone that's not energy. It's not easily approachable. Okay. But that's okay. Because you're still going to be you. I'm going to just show y'all the cards because I'm going to be honest with y'all. Okay, I have comfort pack, loneliness, confusion is here about a situation where you possibly are navigating a situation with someone, a troll. Yeah, return to sender, separating your food, multiple faces. So you possibly have... Okay, so what I'm getting, Virgo, with this reading, I feel as though you possibly have multiple avenues where you're trying to expend your energy, right? But it's causing one of them to not necessarily receive as much attention as it needs. Okay, collective? I feel like you're possibly trolling too much of your energy in one place, and it needs to be put under check and balance. Okay? Because this is like a balanced meal. Okay? So balance out all of the places where your energy is being tugged at this time. Okay, collective? That's what I can get you with these cards. Now let's get into this. Ooh, I bent. Look, you're bending reality at this time. You're bending reality. You possibly manifesting something in the upright position. So it's a positive change with your finances. You possibly got like a raise or a boost. You probably been focusing on this endeavor that you've been finding comfort in for quite some time. And now it's getting to the point where you have not put in enough time in your personal life. Okay? Let me move this over some, y'all. Okay. So that way y'all can see my hands. Please excuse my hands. Okay. Somebody feel like they have some form of stumbling block on their path, and it's driving you to a form of escapism. Don't allow it. Don't allow it, okay? The holier than thou. Don't allow what you are undergoing at this time, Virgo, to detour you or steal your joy, because you've placed a lot of focus on something that can manifest into something tangible. But that was all a screenplay, meaning that was just so you could build up your skills that you had to utilize in order to achieve that goal. So spiritually, pour back into yourself and put your time into those connections that matter. Okay? Someone's possibly healing like a mom wound because the arrow is piercing the heart, and then mom is here being laid to rest. So someone's old relationship with their mother or someone's relationship with mom is being healed at this time. They're ascending or transcending this situation. Take it how it resonates. I know a lot of Virgos typically have this no tolerance rule, especially when it comes down to uh, their boundaries. Okay? There's possibly a need for you to travel at this time. Let me see. Someone's anxious. Even if you're not a smoker, what I'm getting is someone's releasing a lot of emotions. Virgos typically have a very solid foundation in regards to emotional control. So this is possibly someone around you because they have some form of surprise that they want to come to the light with, some form of knowledge. You probably might have to travel in order to receive this, or this will probably come in a form of text message or screen message, because screenplay is here. So someone might text you and or call you or get on FaceTime and give you some surprising news that they're anxious to let you know. Well, you know, I'm messy. Let me see. That's out of my hands. I need to get another deck. Let me get a fresh pack. A fresh pack. Welcome to the Live Collective. If you don't mind, please like and share the live upon entering. Okay. 5 is significant. Okay. because there's 5 hands here, even though it might just be 3 people. King of Cups. So the messenger who might be coming is possibly a lover. Maybe not your lover, okay? Talking about their adventures that led to some form of mishaps or some form of turn of events that made them feel foolish, okay? In regards to family or money, what's this energy, Holy Spirit? Let me find out. Four of Cups. You really, Virgo, you are in your unbothered energies. Even if this is family, you definitely are working and honing in on your own crafts. And I feel like the lack of concern regarding your family or regarding situations outside of the ones that are paying you is really causing you to disconnect from possible healthy relationships with people. That's what I'm getting. Give me something with this 4 of Cups, Holy Spirit. You're content on your own. Page of Cups in reverse. You're not really interested in overindulging inside of this energy. Because when I had did it initially, it came up to like 9 of Cups. And that's being wish fulfilled, content on your own, with your own energies, comfortable as you are with who you are. Living in your authentic truth. But that's, your prerogative. And that's what you choose to manifest. There's really no growth when you don't challenge yourself, though. Okay? You don't really have any forged happy memories when you don't put yourself in a position where you can allow yourself to be vulnerable. Mardi Gras might be significant because these look like Mardi Gras beads. So you might need to travel just to have fun. Working on healthy that are here with the people who are in the physical flesh could be significant because you have to understand, even if you're dealing with an energy or a stronghold, it's never the flesh. So don't charge it to the heart is what I'm hearing. Listen, you got your phone on Do Not Disturb, baby. You busy writing your own story with the Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Okay? And the 10 of Cups. You're focused on your family. Your own family here. Because it looked like a table of 4. I see 2 hands, the parents, and I see 1 set of hands as a child. Hello. Welcome. 3 of Wands. Okay, I feel like you moved on from a situation. You don't feel like dealing with low vibrational energies, 5 of Pentacles energies, people with a lack mindset or who you don't deem understanding of your qualities, your highest qualities, okay? Because you're very creative, Virgo, but you don't have that lust for life right now. You live a good life. I'm not saying that, but there's no excitement. It's very routine. It's very safe. ABC based on me type of energy. And I feel like this is your season to step out a little bit. Healthy wise. First responders here in a healthy way. Possibly go on a vacation. Maybe a cruise. I've been hearing cruise a lot lately. Green. I say green because I have this here. Okay? Because you financially secure. Are you trying to get... What's stopping you? I don't see nothing stopping you. You got a happy family. You know, immediate family I'm seeing. With someone who's very crazy about you, I see. Mm-hmm. I see genuine love here. What's the problem, though? What's the problem? I see Queen of Wands to the Devil and the Seven of Cups. What's this illusion? Ooh, I see it. I catch it. So this is, you know, Virgos have duality. They're a very mutable sign. So I see one half of the Virgo spectrum, you're doing fine. But you don't have that lust for life that causes you to want to get a little thrill. On the other half of the spectrum, I am getting, you just don't want to settle down. And you throwing that boombox on anybody who won't listen. You amping up the volume. Mm-hmm. Strategically, it's giving me prostitute energies or frivolous female. Okay? So this energy gives me the energies of Bestet and Sakmet. Confirmation. Nine of Cups energy here to the Tower of your Seven of Cups energy. You're possibly going to be doing like a transition from hot girl, summer, fall energies to just for me type of energy. Yay. With Nine of Cups coming up still. And this change is going to be out of your hands. You're going to get tired. You're going to get done dealing with different energies of people and focus on your creativity because you want that thrill, is what I'm seeing. Because both sides of your spectrum is definitely giving a compassionate soul. You possibly have spiritual gifts that you've been talking about lately, or something that you're trying to bring into fruition that you've been talking about lately. Protecting your energy from others that oppose your positive aspects and perspectives. Virgo, I see that you're very private. You don't let everybody see your hands because you're building something. So I'm going to leave you alone. Whatever you're working on, I see success in it. Yeah, like I said, the moon. I feel like a lot of you Virgos are definitely going through a scenario where y'all aren't trying to spread too much gossip or too much acknowledgement about your energies because it's hurt you in the past and it caused you to stifle yourself or dim your light, okay, from moving forward because you're very skilled, crafted, and talented. Yeah, you're probably afraid of judgment. But you don't gotta be worried about no and how they view you. Cause whatever you're working on is gonna lead you into the Ten of Pentacles energy. Yeah, this new beginning. Stepping out of your comfort zone. I feel like you wanna do something that's gonna heal a lot of people. A lot of these hit dogs. With your confidence and your grounded ability. You're probably trying to start a business. But you just don't know What you don't know? You don't know what to walk away from. You don't know what to walk away from in order to unconstrict yourself, even though you're not binded. Because I have 8 of Cups, 3 of Swords, 9 of Swords. 9, 10, 11, 12. 3 of Swords again. So, you don't want this to backfire and hurt your feelings. Because this creation, this baby that you're making, you worked hard for it. You're doing good though, Virgo. You don't really have like a thrilling energy though. Yeah, Virgo energy with the Hermit confirmation. You don't have a thrilling energy. You need to unwind. You need to relax, baby. I can feel the tension in your shoulders. You carried a lot of weight, baby. And you don't even got to. Connect with your inner child is what I'm hearing. Balance out your maturity as well as your immaturity. Because, baby, one thing about Mercury, one thing I do know about Mercury, that is a very childlike planet. It could be childlike and it could be old-like. But I feel like you need to balance out your natures. Confirmation with the horn in the background. Find yourself, because this devil, I feel like you constrict yourself to business. You constrict yourself to work so much that you don't have no time to play. And I feel like you need to find some time to enjoy yourself. Like, really enjoy yourself. Two, when I say that. To really enjoy yourself. Okay, collective? Yay. Because the world is your oyster. You're about to start seeing the world in a different light or in a different lens as you work on this connection. Yay. It's very I'm not gonna say boring for me, because I understand what it feels like to really feel good in your own energies and in your own skin and in your own, proximity. But it's just like you don't seem to have thrill. I feel like you need to use those fire aspects from the sign of Leo just to get a little pizzazz. I don't feel like you've been allowing yourself to let your hair down and explore what the world has to offer. Hi, welcome to the live. Okay. You definitely have public recognition. And you possibly about to get married. With the 4 of Wands and the 6 of Wands here. 10 of Wands. But you feel like you don't know if now is the right time. Take it how it resonates. Yay. Virgo and Virgo placements. Heavy Virgo placements. I feel like you're drawing yourself in creative expression. Are you afraid of something? Don't worry about the worst case scenarios about situations. Don't overanalyze anything at this time, is what I'm hearing. Over analytical. Just keep replaying in my head just now. Yay. Don't think too hard about it. It's gonna work out. Just remain aware. It's never a bad thing to remain aware. of what you have going on in your energies. But I see good things happening for you, Virgo, but you just don't have no pizzazz. This has to be like the most mellow, relaxing, but not too exciting energy I've channeled. Okay? Find some excitement. Um in your small tasks that you operate in, even if you don't want to separate yourself from what you're doing or what you're trying to create. Try listening to a new song on Pandora or something. You know, that'll be a start. That'll be a good start. And, vice versa. Whatever you can do just to add something into your routine outside of your normal. Because this is giving me very routine, very dedicated, but not as exciting as you can be, because Virgos are very exciting people. But the older that the Virgos get, or the more mature Virgos get, they seem to grow deeper into isolation without even realizing it. Just due to their nature, their very withdrawn nature. Look at Beyonce. She's a Virgo. She's very withdrawn. She pop out every so often. And I feel like that causes people not to know how to approach you. Because your energy is so well protected, it makes people unsettled. So maybe you have to start taking initiative with some of the relationships that you're dealing with. Even if it's like a familial type of relationship. Because these people don't know how to talk to you. I don't know how to talk to you. Yay. That's really what I'm seeing. But I feel like there's new beginnings. Definitely. Definitely so. But they have to start with you, because it seems like you're very in control. Maybe you have to surrender some of that power of control and just give it to God, though. You don't want to give it to a person. Give it to God. Give it to the right person. Okay? Trust God is going to allow the situation to navigate as it should. Okay? Yeah, the balance will be established. You probably have like a very humanitarian energy. You give back to the poor, or you work for the community. Community service is significant, even if it's not like a public sector position. Yeah, I see tickets here. Probably go to a concert. Yeah, Beyonce concert. We Beyonce. Okay, Virgo. You good, but you could be better. You could be better. Your vibration, I'm gonna put the cards down for this. Your vibration is very magnetic. You tend to attract a lot of prosperity when you're happy. And if you are indifferent, that's not the same as happiness. So focus on happy. Focus on happy thoughts, even in tough situations that are out of your control. Do not allow yourself to be triggered by things that you cannot control, that you cannot premeditate. Okay, that is how you learn how to become more into your actual authentic nature of Virgo, with the mutability that you carry in your solar sign. Or if you have heavy Virgo placements and you're not a Virgo, you possibly, like I said, this is the other side. You're possibly that boombox up to anybody who won't listen. But you need to do what your counterpart is doing. The integration is real. Integrate those expressions of Virgo's inner self. is what I'm hearing. That way you can start building some real solid foundation because you're capable. You have a lot of skills. Both of y'all have skills. Both aspects of Virgo have skills. One's just more willing to express themselves as opposed to the other. So integrate your inner being. Because Virgos are natural born earth angels. You know? You just have to integrate their duality in your nature to attract more abundance. And not even just because you want it, just the attraction of it. You call it forward when you're joyful and really joyful, not fake happy, not indifferent, joyful. That's why I say try a new song or go on a cruise or something. Meet someone new. Have a conversation. Start something different. Step out of your routine is what I'm hearing. But energy is magnificent. It's very magnificent. It's very, needed in your social groups because it adds a different perspective, a different take on situations, and you teach people just from being present. Okay, collective. So I really don't real like energies coming from Virgo though. I don't feel like nothing's wrong in your life right now. But nothing is new either. I feel like you're bored. That's what I'm feeling. So please correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like you're bored. And sometimes you'll mistake your boredom for depression or lacking something. When really you just bored and you need some excitement. So take this how it resonates. I hope this helps, Virgo.